Teamy's like the best hero.
Yeah.
One of the best heroes.
Yeah.
But if you can't play him to that maximum potential, does it matter?
Yeah, and look, they take away Zenio here. Zenio was a huge reason why Allegiance was able to keep Rocker alive so long. So Zenio off the map, are they going to first pick the Ryoma here? They're going to first pick the Tulin. Who knows what they're going to first pick? Or maybe they may even take Alice, because ALG needs Alice to win, I feel. Alice was such a key part of victories for both of them. Yep, they're going to go and secure the Alice right off the bat.
Like both of us know what we're talking about. Put him on a hero he's comfortable. I think you're 100% correct.
And
Alice
I love
crucial.
Immortals who take Thane. Like, take Ryoma, take Mal. Yeah, take some really solid side laners here to dominate and deny the combo that they want to run. I like Ryoma Tulin. That is an aggressive early game composition. So against an Alice, pick the Thane, get the Ryoma, get a lot of in your face against this Alice here and just engage really hard, because they're probably going to try to play more in here. And look at that. This is still a big combo. Alice has a stun, Lubu has a knockup, Ronoma has a stun as well. They're going to pick a very heavy CC composition from Allegiance.
And that's exactly what they need to do. They need to be shut down Immortals. They need to not to play their game. There's a definite lack of CC in that last game for them as well. And I think it kind of cost them a bit here. We see Malik being hovered as well.
Wow,
this is a lot of CC coming out from Immortals right now. The Lindis as well. This is going to give them a great early game, a great mid game, a great late game. This is a fantastic composition.
Yeah, and Lindis is much better in KZ Fox too, I feel. And Violet is going to be picked, and then the Flash as well. We saw the damage that he can do with a Hissy Fit there. That's going to be huge. And Tulin is going to be a big difference maker in the early game here. And Omar, wow, this is an extremely early game comedy. Every single hero on Immortals is high early game. They have to win the invade. They have to shut down jungle. If they do not win early game, they will lose to Allegiance in the late game.
Yeah, I mean, as good as Lindis is, she just does not scale nearly hard enough to counter what Rocker's going to be bringing out here. As good as KZ Fox is, he is going to be shut down there. So two very strong drafts coming in from both these teams. I like it. This is all business. It's time to go. If there was a draft to go out on, a draft to put all the marbles on, I think these are two very solid examples of that. I love it. Both these teams say, it's game time.
It's game time indeed. It is the final match, no matter what, for the regular season here for the Valor Series, and what better way to do it than sending it the distance. Game number 3. We want to know what you think at home. This is the last match, and so importance is of the essence. Head over to Twitter, use the hashtag Valor Series, maybe figure out how I can get my voice back. It's gone, it's away. But with that, we're going to get ourselves loaded into the game. Gentlemen, we have been watching these two teams go at it head-to-head in every single finals match for the last 6 weeks. Is there anything that we can expect from this game?
Yeah, draft timers. Immortals wins the first 7 minutes of the game. If they don't snowball, they lose. Allegiance makes it past 7 minutes and doesn't lose a lot of towers, they're going to win.
We'll see if they can pull it out here as well. I mean, I think there'll be a certain poetry to Immortals winning the first week and also winning the last. ALG taking everyone in between. There would definitely be some interesting poetry to that as well. Or if Allegiance says, you know what, we're just going to shut that right on down and we're just going to play our game and take the win here, as they are looking to invade in the jungle here, going in. Sleepy and Dave in the mid, but a strong engage coming into the top lane as well. Neo going to be the target here, as they're looking to rotate. Interesting sort of aggression coming in from both sides.
Yeah, that was an interesting engagement. They gave first blood over, which is really bad. They have an early comp. They need to invade, and that's exactly what Dave's going to do. But hurry, he's not with Neo. They need to be on the same page here. And Neo's going to fall. This is not what you want to happen for an early game composition. Bobo falling early game first blood is really bad for an early game composition. And a 2-man jungle invade, cutting the lane like that, was a little interesting strategy coming from Immortals.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting here. I mean, ALG seemed perfectly content to just back up, reset this. I think they appreciate when they are strong in this series right now, and they realize that in the early game, they're going to be at a slight disadvantage. However, they are going to try and contest this somewhat here. They don't want to give up too much free objectives, as KO is going in. Nice damage, but they see the full committal now for the side of ALG. Sleepy is there trying to find KZ Fox. No, who barely is able to survive. Nice peel, nice defense coming in from the side of Immortals. But KO potentially going to look, it's going in there, finds Neo, almost finding KZ Fox. That could have been huge.
And that's huge right there. And look at Dave. He's going to get caught in mid lane, and that is really unfortunate. Bobo is not going to be able to do anything. Look at the stuns. Rest on this. Alice is a monster. Oh my goodness, that combo. This, again, is not looking good. An early game composition losing to a late game is really, really bad. Immortals has to win the next team fights, or else this is going to be an easy win for ALG.
Can you beat ALG when they have rest on Alice? I mean, that's the big question right now. You said it so beautifully. There's a reason this is first picked. When he gets this hero, he is just so scary. And I joked about Alice earlier on in the season. I you know, I haven't seen her played very well. I hadn't seen, really great Alice players, but we're seeing in the right hands, this hero is such a monster.
Yeah, high skill cap, and if he can execute on Alice, it's just a game changer. And this is something that Alice in the late game is going to do so much work that they got to be very careful with, because Rest is so proficient. It's literally, he carries the team with his Alice. These stuns are allowing his team to easily follow up and get these kills back to back to back.
Back to back to back indeed, and level 4 is just around the corner. There it is. So that's going to be another tool in the arsenal that ALG is bringing in here, but neither side really going to look to overcommit here, over-aggress. You do have a very nice job from Rest there, being this sort of mid lane partner with Sleepy. We talk about this a lot, and now we see the engage going in there. Rest is trying to survive through this. The Hissy Fit is down. Rocker has joined. Sleepy with the back, but it is going to be Rest falling. Rocker trying to survive through this, but a beautiful timing there. The second X-Tiers has that shock online. They make good use of it, and they're looking for more.
They need to follow. Neo had such a good engagement, but they got to follow up. And look at KO. They're going as Wonder Woman. However, he's going to get caught and be killed by Dave potentially here. And look at X-Tiers. He's trying to get this, and he lands the cleave and secures a kill. This is huge for Mo. It's going to put them back in the game. This is exactly the fight that they needed to win.
They did indeed. However, Bobo was picked up in that top lane, actually dying solo. That was not what he needed to do there. MTS able to pick that up. Nicely done there on the Lubu. Sleepy going to be stealing out the health there, and mid just getting as much a little advantage as they can as they're just getting this pressure. So trading back and forth here, 4 kills to 2, and almost 1K gold lead coming in now for the side of ALG. This is not what Immortals wanted. They needed to be ahead here in the early game, but they look to try and pick up a kill here on the oh no, Sleepy survives the flash, showing why he's the fastest man alive.
Yeah, that was a crazy engage there. Cyclone getting out just in time and saving. And right now the side lane, like you said, Bobo needs to win side lane, because that's something that Immortals is really strong on week 1. Their side laners were so strong, and I feel like Bobo and X-Tiers, they need to step up their game here. They gotta land these key ultimates. They gotta rotate and help and not get caught out, and make sure they win their side lane so they can rotate and collapse onto AOG.
It's interesting because, X-Tiers, we've been really quiet on him so far in this series, and it's interesting seeing the heroes that he's feeling really comfortable on. But we'll put a pin in that for a moment as Sleepy goes in, does so much damage to the backline of Immortals. Neo needs to now fully retreat, but MTS has joined the fray. The Red Stallion has arrived. The Conqueror is going to be instantly conquered as the turn is here. Slight miscommunication, but X-Tiers goes in. The stun is there. Sleepy going to try and disengage the background. We do have the speed. He's going to disengage. We do have Rocker, though, trying to survive, trying to sustain. He's going to get locked down, though, by X-Tiers chasing him. He's able to get over the wall, trying to reset this, but Rest and Sleepy maybe going to look to go in. A back and forth scuffle breaking out here, but the kill does go the way of Immortals.
Yeah, and as a result of them being distracted, KO gets the Dragon side again. Immortals is losing Dragon side of the map. This is not what they want. And if Allegiance gets the Dragon over again, this is going to be a really tough match. But they got to take this Dragon here quickly before Allegiance can respond.
Allegiance is going to look to try and go in here. Sleepy has arrived, going to try and get that initial poke, trying to set this up. Rest is doing a great job as well. Immortals stalling this out as best they can. The stun in onto Sleepy, but Neo is going to be the target as Allegiance is pushing in there in full force. Look at the health bar difference here. Look at the disparity, and Allegiance taking it. Sleepy going so aggressive. The Cyclone won the back in. Neo is going to be the target. He's going to drop great Hissy Fit as well. X-Tiers trying to retreat. Casey Fox in the backline. The great stun, the follow-up. KO is trying to get this out. The shield is getting so much value as well. X-Tiers barely able to survive. Allegiance getting so much value, but Immortals barely able to endure.
Yeah, that was so risky there. They're going to lose another tower here in mid lane. This is really dangerous. They can lose a second tower if they don't rotate to save the mid lane tower. Bobo is not able to take a tower and trade, and this is looking so good for Allegiance right now. Nice engage there, punishing a greedy Dragon. And Casey Fox getting caught out. Oh my goodness, he's so low. He needs to back off immediately.
But so does Rocker, because X-Tiers has arrived. The big cleave, the heal as KO and crew are trying to retreat. The shot getting no value, but a nice stun. The follow-up is there. Rest, the shields, the value, the sunshine, and the darkness is falling on Immortals as X-Tiers is in full retreat, but somehow with the rotation, Dave is there, able to pick up a counter kill as well. But now Immortals overstepping, trying to get too much here. They need to take the small wins when they get them because they're overextending so much, but finally able to get decent value as maybe Sleepy will fall as well.
Yeah, and look at Sleepy. He's going to be able to get out, and look at the damage he's doing. He's able to jump out just in time, and MTS needs to be the focus here. Oh my God, Casey Fox needs to get out right away.
He needs to run. He will have the tread softly, able to get himself out, dodging through these bushes. He needs to be so careful because Sleepy is also pretty speedy there on the flash, looking to try and chase this down. Can he get the kill he's looking for? And a couple more autos. No! Beautiful hero from Neo, able to get KZ Fox out of a precarious situation, but MTS is looking for more.
Yeah, what a crazy back and forth. Man, these games go any way, but Allegiance is ahead. They're winning these team fights. Again, they're constantly catching Immortals off guard. They're the ones initiating first. I feel like Immortals needs to be more aggressive. They need to be the ones initiating before Allegiance is. And every time Allegiance initiates first and rotates together as a unit, they're going to win the fight every single time. And I feel like what Immortals needs to do is get ahead of it. They're steps behind, and they need to catch up.
I feel like what we're witnessing now is a game of chess. And that's every single time that ALG goes in, Immortals is able to find some counter pressure. And then ALG backs up, and Immortals dives in trying to find it. And then ALG collapses, and it's like, oh no, Immortals is in the backstep. But then Immortals is able to take it when ALG slightly oversteps, and we're just seeing a back and a forth and a back and a forth, and it's a war of attrition, death by 1,000 cuts. And both of these teams have the potential to take an outright teamfight win, but it's just, I don't want to say it's sloppy, I just want to say both teams are playing so calculated.
Yeah, they are, and Allegiance has better rotations. They're exerting more dominance right now. They're rotating better as a unit. And look at that stun. They're going to try to take this tower. Wonder Woman's by herself, and this is a really good push here.
This is a great opportunity. The bracelets come in. KO is going to be able to survive, but the minions are there. And that was enough to force them back. And now Dave able to get himself out of the hissy fit, but he's walked right into the Wonder Woman. And the ult is there as well, locking him down. That is Dave going to fall. He's looked so strong all day, but he's just looking a little bit flustered here in this game number 3. This is not what they need. They need him to be a leader. They need him to be calm, cool, and collected, because right now, ALG is looking on fire. The heal is there. The bait is real, and they are ripping Immortals apart.
Oh no, Xtears misses his ultimate. That's really bad for Malik. They need to get out. They need to stop the bleed at this point. They're giving out too many deaths, but Bobo gets a kill, and Rocker's good, but Xtears is able to survive. Again, these misplays here, they got to land their abilities. Like, you cannot win a fight against a top-tier team if you cannot land your abilities, and I feel like it's really causing Immortals to lose on a lot of team fights because synergy is not there. They're not comboing their abilities. Allegiance, again, playing so well into Immortals.
I feel like a lot of this is his X tiers just not being that dominant side laner that we're used to seeing from him. We sang his praises so many weeks, but he's just not really being a factor. The shocks just not landing. I think a lot of this is rest with the speed boost from the friendship, able to get them out of position and just the overall positioning of Allegiance as a whole. But still, that is a huge AoE. You cannot be missing that here in these fights. Suijay, you are absolutely correct.
Yeah,
However,
that is the game changer.
Yeah.
The ultimates, Malik is so dangerous and first pick often in EU and in first phase of the draft because that shock ultimate has such a wide radius. If he lands that, they need to combo the CC, slow someone, land that CC in somebody and get them and kill them because it does a lot of damage as well. On top of that, Malik is so tanky. When he lands a cleave on multiple heroes, he's gonna do so much. Like Bobo getting caught out again. This is not what they want. They gotta be super careful here.
Yeah, they need to be careful. As Sleepy's also getting some nice pressure. KZ Fox with the vision, dodging in and out of these bushes. The early heal being popped there for Neo, so that's a great cooldown. Forced out by the side of ALG as well as they're pushing, and the towers are starting to fall as well. Sleepy is coming online with that flash. He's able to do so much damage here. Put him on an aggressive hero, and with the team able to back him up with Alice being on his side, he is so terrifying. The Darkslayer is going to be the target here for the side of Allegiance, but Immortals is collapsing. This is where they got the value in the last game. Once again, a risky potential call coming in here from ALG. They need to be careful. KO's the target, but Neo instantly annihilated ALG, this time able to rally. The crits coming in, coming online. The Darkslayer lies forgotten, but Immortals lies in pieces as ALG are diving with impunity. KZ Fox as well, getting solo, potentially gonna fall, and it is rest, putting them to rest up in this top lane. Allegiance looking so strong.
Wow, what a crazy. Neo goes in there, and then they instantly focus. KO is able to survive. They're trying to focus the Wonder Woman. I feel like their target needs to be Rocker. They need to instantly delete Rocker and then deal with the Wonder Woman. Look at her build. She's super tanky. She has a lot of defensive items. They should not be focusing all their abilities onto Wonder Woman. That's what they want you to do. If you don't get the Violet or you don't kill the Flash, it's GG. Look, Flash has no defense. Violet barely has no defense as well. Wonder Woman is tanky. She has a lot of armor. She has Gilded Greaves, a lot of magic, a lot of health. That's not the person you want to be focusing in these fights.
But I feel like a lot of this is just sort of the position that they're putting themselves in. I mean, KO is being that frontliner for the team. Now we're seeing Xtears cut out the Red Stallion, the knock of the follow-up, the damage, the bracelets, and that is just perfectly chained CC. There's literally not a moment, there is not a frame, there is not an instant in time when he could have gotten himself out of that. Xtears just getting absolutely bopped. As we see the beautiful chain CC coming in from Allegiance, but he just should not have been there. You should know better at this stage in the game. In 18 kills to 7, we are seeing Allegiance fully coming online.
Yeah, this is so dangerous. They have Darkslayer, and you cannot die with the Darkslayer buff. If you give a kill over, Allegiance is going to completely abuse it. And with Violet in the late game, it's GG. There's no way they're going to come out of this alive.
Look at the tower just getting absolutely chunked. The stuns are there as well as they are pushing in onto the core. Rocker is hitting like a freight train right now, and with that, game number 3 victory once again.